Good evening, y'all. It's April 14th. It's Friday evening. I'm Rachel. I'm gardening for butterflies and for myself on the Alabama Gulf Coast in Zone 9A. And I am videoing this Friday evening because I'm not going to be available again this coming Sunday. I was out of town for the past week and a half, and that's why I didn't video those other 2 Sundays. And of course the garden just grew exponentially, but we had a big storm 2 days ago and I had to cut a bunch of stuff back because salvia, especially the mystic spires or the indigo spires or indigo, whatever it is, those two, they don't do really well if they get overgrown. But I'm going to just show you what's been happening. Today we have had a gorgeous day. It's 72 degrees right now. It's 5:30. And the weather has been phenomenal. There's hardly been a cloud in the sky until now, but these garden pots have grown up really well. I'm excited about them. There has been a little bit of damage, probably from armyworms, on some of the plants, but it's very exciting to have this, especially the Thai basil. The Thai basil has gotten really big, and the other things growing pretty well, getting snacked on. I put some globe basil in 2 pots right here, and I don't know if you remember from last year, but this globe basil is just so cute. It grows round, and to me it reminds me of boxwood, so I'm excited about having a couple of little things right there, making it look slightly formal. I cut back the salvia because it did get knocked over by the wind. That was disappointing. And another thing that I had to do is I had to dig up some salvia because the armadillo is back and he was digging around this salvia and it looks really sad. Like that's one right there that I had to dig up. It was gonna die anyway, but in the morning, this morning, it looked pretty good. So I'm hoping that it's just gotten stressed from the heat of the day and then it will come back. But that's it right there, that salvia. And I decided to put some pink snapdragons and some penta in there because I just wanted more pink. I was expecting to have more pink from them just growing in the ground. So I've got this verbena right here. And there should be some over there, but of course it's not blooming. But I wanted more pink to show up. I'm gonna need to work on that because it's just looking. There's a lot of purple, a lot of green, and you know the roses look pretty, but they're just not really standing out. So I switched out the old one. Oh, see, that was a hummingbird just there. Okay, so I switched out right here my Gertrude Jekyll with my new Gertrude Jekyll. It's looking so gorgeous. Now, I bought this one straight from David Austin, so I am looking forward to that because it looks like it's got some buds on it already. Since I had to cut back the salvia because I've got it on either side right here, it had flopped over and broken. I think I'm going to pot up some of this salvia leucantha and put it in kind of this gap. So that's why I left that there. But aren't you loving just the sounds of the birds? They're so happy. James Galway just making me so happy also. So many of them right here. But because the storm knocked down some Spanish moss, I took it and I've kind of draped it along that fence right there. And yesterday evening I was out here planting things and the sun started shining through it and it just looked incredible. So I've got a little video of that to share without me talking, which is very nice. It's just quiet. The storm also reminded me of why they tell you to stake dahlias because I didn't stake them, and they look so sturdy and strong. And if the wind had not been gusting at 25 miles an hour, they probably would have been fine. And they seemed so sturdy, but because the wind rocked them back and forth, they got ripped up. And I've staked them kind of late in the game, and one of them was just eaten to pieces by armyworms, so I had to throw that one away. So the dahlias are kind of not performing, but I'll show you what I've got so far. This was what was about to bloom. I don't know if it's going to bloom or not now because it looks so droopy and sad. I had this Sparia in a pot. I think it's called Double Play. And I wanted to use the pot for something else, and it also looked really scraggly and sad, so I planted it in the ground, and I'm hoping that it will be okay and that the armadillo will not do anything to it. But I trimmed it back, and isn't it just neat? It's going to have these pink flowers, and I'm really liking it with this zinnia right here. I hope that these can stay. But so yeah, it only flowered. It only had one little flower on it last year, and now it's got all these on it. So that's going to be really exciting to keep an eye on. The colors are just really fun. And too late, I've discovered that this right here, this coleus is, I'm pretty sure it's Wicked Witch, and I have put 2 in here, and that's going to be crazy. That's just not going to work. It's going to grow up. They're going to outgrow this pot and this bush. This is that bluebeard, and it's a little shrub. I bought 2 of them last year, and one of them died, and I happened to find the tag the other day. So here it is. It's Beyond Midnight, so that's what it's supposed to look like. And last year it was enjoyed so heartily by the bees and everything, so I'm really hoping that it will continue to grow and bloom because they loved it. They really did. It was like at the nursery, the bees couldn't get enough of it. And the lavender has not failed. I'm hoping that this is going to be something that I can grow without fail, because I put grit in with the potting soil, and then I've got this these rocks on top, and I kept the tag so that I could remember what it is. But so far, so good. Let's see, in case you want to know what it is. And it says it's improved, so Aromatico Blue Improved Lavender, which maybe that's what it is. They were like, hey, let's get one that can enjoy humidity. So far, yeah, I'm really happy with it. We'll continue to keep an eye on it. And the Russian sage, how crazy is that? It's loving it too. So something new that I planted that I've wanted to have for a long time, but it just was too cheap to buy seeds for it because it's really expensive. It's this right here, this purple millet. Look at this cute thing. I'm hoping that it will feed birdies, but I'm just really liking the structure of it. And I put it in here with 2 Wicked Witch coleus, which I had to repot this. It was in a smaller pot, so I repotted that today, and I need to water it in. But I'm going to keep an eye on the birds and see if they enjoy this, because look, it's going to have a ton of seeds on it. And so I guess that's probably why when you buy a packet of seeds, it's like $6, and if you can grow it successfully, you'll always have seeds after that, and that's probably what they know. And that's why they cash in while they can. Finally, my Agastash is blooming, and I have 4 or 5 of them in pots. This is seed that I got from Baker Creek seeds, and it's just the anise hyssop. I always say Agastash because I'm not sure how to pronounce it, if it's anise hyssop or anise hyssop, but it's that one. It's just the plain one. But I bought seeds years and years ago, and they grew so easily from seed that I thought, oh, well, I'm always going to have these. And I got kind of careless with it, and then I wasn't able to grow some like the next year, and so I ended up having to buy another packet of it. But I save the seeds every year, and then I just throw them out everywhere. And when I see them come up, now I dig them up and I put them in pots. So I've got this one right here, and this one also has vinca and gumfrino with it. And I've got two other ones over here, and they're kind of more behind. I don't know why that one is blooming faster than these, but it is just thrilling to have them because the bees adore them. I mean, like, adore them. They never leave them alone. So that is something that is easy to grow from seed, and you will be so happy that you have it because your pollinators are gonna love it to pieces. And then this lemon verbena has gotten crazy tall. Look at this. Okay, so see, I think it was about this tall last time I videoed, and now it's 2 feet tall, 2.5. And it's been, well, you can see, it's been being chewed on, and I think it's army worms. But I think it's gonna make it. It's not, like the army worms, they've been chewing on things, but they haven't killed anything. It's just that they've made things look really ugly. But oh, here it is. Look, see the sun is starting to shine through the Spanish moss. Oh, wow. I just love that. I don't remember if I talked about this little pot or not, but I had this plant last year, and I planted it in the ground, and something attacked it, and it didn't do well. So this is what it is. I thought, well, we'll put it in a pot, and I'm really loving this gray-green foliage, especially with this vinca. Now this vinca is the kind, this is my favorite kind right here, is the, and they say it's apricot, Pacifica apricot, but the thing is, and maybe it looks peach on the video, to me, in real life, I mean, it doesn't look peachy. It looks like pale pink with a hot pink eye to it. But I'm excited about this because when it fills out, man, it's gonna look so cool. But don't you love it? Don't you love that combined together? I hope that they survive. I wanted more pink, you know, right here, and I keep plunking down more pink stuff, and it's just not enough pink. I need more. The zinnias, I think those are supposed to be purple, but they look kind of, yeah, I mean, I guess they do look purple, but to me, especially on the video, it looks more pink. But there's so much purple. There's just so much purple, and I'm gonna have to do something right here. While I'm looking at this video right here, I can see the holes that need more pink. I'm sure you can see them too. My garden in a pot got rocked by that wind, and now the zinnias are splayed over here on this side and on that side. But I really do like this color of pink for this zinnia. It's a pale pink. Man, I love a pale pink. Look at that. Lovely. Lovely. That one, I don't think I've ever grown that color before. Now I've grown this color right here. You know, with the sun, it's kind of blowing it out. And then here's some more of that Agastash in this pot, and it's just kind of behind. I have a lot of rearranging that I need to do, especially over here. This has gotten kind of, I don't know, there's just like a lot of spots that need filling in. I'm so happy that I get to show you the afternoon view from the guest bedroom with the sun shining through the plants. One thing that's more difficult about videoing in the evening is there are a lot more noises from cars and planes, but also sounds of birds, which is very enjoyable. So I know I said that I wasn't going to buy any more containers, but then the armadillo struck again, and he has been tunneling. It's hard to see, but he has been tunneling behind all this stuff and digging things up. And so now I'm kind of in a, I'm just kind of feeling frenzied, and I feel like I need to get these things that he's dug up and pot them up, because they're not going to be able to live. So yesterday I was at Walmart and I happened to see that they had some pots, and so I got some, and I was going to show them to you because, well, see this coral nymph salvia right here? It has been dug and knocked over, and so I've got to rescue it now. These are the pots that I was really enjoying that I bought last year, and so I got 2 of them, and I didn't even know how much they were. Now they're normally like $18, but they've got them on sale right now for $12.88, and so I got 2, and then I ended up going back and getting 2 more. Here's what it's called, a 16-inch planter in aqua. And I was going to show you, it comes with these little hole things that you have to punch out, and I just take a well, I think I have to use 2 hands. So I take a screwdriver like this and I hit it on the top. So basically I just took my other hand and I hit it on the top, and it punched out that hole, and there are 2 of them. Let's see if I can maybe prop this up. No, I can't. And then I turn it over and I get the little plasticky things that come out, and I throw them in the garbage. What I like about these 16-inch pots is that they're not very tippable. You know, they have a pretty wide base. And one thing that I don't like about them, though, is that they don't have like a lip right here. So that makes it hard to pick them up and carry them around. You usually have to pick them up from the underside, and then you get dirty. But then, of course, there's another thing that I like about them is you can see there's not anything that's going to keep me from being able to dump out the contents. Because on some of my other pots, when they have an odd shape to them, it's hard to get the stuff out, because you can see, and that's the thing, this one has a lip. So if I wanted to get this out, I have to like dig around the edge and turn it upside down. It's pretty difficult to remove things from those sorts of pots. It's Wednesday, April 12th, and we have our first Monarch Butterfly has emerged. This is that silly one that put himself on sideways. So you can put your finger in front of a monarch and it will step onto it. I know he or she, not sure which, is a little reluctant, but I may not taste that great because they taste with their feet. Let's see. Oh, good. Here we go. Oh, yeah. And he's been out for several hours, so I felt like it was safe to release him now. We've got a little bit of a windy day. Isn't he just gorgeous? Or she. We don't know. I won't know until the wings open up, and then I can tell you. But maybe he or she doesn't want to do that. Maybe this one will go a little bit easier. Oh, I gotta pop this off. Oops. Okay, so maybe not. So here it is. This is my second one, and you can see, well, let's see if it'll step up onto my finger. Oh, gosh. Okay, yeah. There we go. This one actually emerged after the other one, but it's looking like it's way more excited about trying to fly. And it looks like it's a girl. So yeah, this is what's so great about raising butterflies, is you actually get up close to them. Because really, they rarely will let you get, woo, yeah, it's a little windy. They will rarely let you get this close to them when they grow up in the wild. And of course they will never ever act like they ever met you before after you release them. But let's put this one on this other zinnia over here. I think it'll be a great place to rest for a minute. And hopefully it won't be as, oops, let's see if that's gonna work. That may not work. But isn't she a beauty? Oh, yeah. That makes it all worth it. This is the dream. Oh, she's just gonna travel. Here's a little skipper. Look how cute that little skipper butterfly is. So adorable. Okay, I changed my mind with her. I'm gonna put her on this salvia. I'm thinking maybe that'll be a better choice for her. Maybe she can hang on pretty tight to that. And my first guy is still hanging on to this zinnia for dear life, but it'll fly away very quickly, very soon. In this warmth of the sunshine, its wings will dry out. It'll be great. So here are my other chrysalises, and I ended up having 11 butterflies, and here are some right here. And then I was going to show you what one, because I was thinking this one was probably going to emerge today. Oh, you know what? I need to put it down. Do you see how you can see the pattern, and it's gotten clearer and clearer? Well, this butterfly may come out today or may come out tomorrow, but when it gets darker and darker like that, and you can see through it, it gets clearer and clearer, like right here. See how clear this is now? That's how you know when they're going to emerge. Those gold dots are a lot more, stand out a lot better now when it's clear. Isn't it just so incredibly gorgeous and magical? Such a miracle. See this gross puddle of liquid in the bottom? That's what comes out when they emerge. They kind of this juice comes out of them. This is my first guy that I released, and I don't think he's doing that great on this zinnia. So I'm gonna move him also to probably, it's super windy today. So I think I'm also gonna put this one on some salvia too. I just think he's gonna have a better chance of holding on tightly and maybe even taking a drink from it. So let's put you on this one, little guy. Yeah. There we go. There. Yeah, that's lovely. So yeah, got one on that salvia and one on the other salvia, and I'm just gonna let them have a chance to acclimate. And with the sun shining, oh, there's a bee that's, hopefully he's not pestering this one, but yeah, they're having to share. The bees love this salvia. Oh my goodness. Uh-oh, let's see what happens. Let's see if we get some drama here with the bee and the butterfly. No, it's gonna be fine. Oh my goodness, y'all, look at this. This is an eastern black swallowtail caterpillar. See this tiny little thing here? Yes, and this is where I saw that butterfly laying eggs, and I never could see the eggs. I came and looked because, but you can see how easily they would hide amongst these little flowers right here. And I think that this plant could be like golden Alexander or something similar to it. But this is just wild stuff. Either I threw the seeds out here, or this is just growing wild in my wildflower section, which is, it's just a crazy section where everything just does what it feels like doing. But I'm gonna bring this guy in and raise him as my own. Okay, for my eastern black swallowtail caterpillar, I ended up accidentally yanking up a whole plant of this stuff. I was gonna just bring in a little piece, So I've broken off what I originally took him off of, and I'm putting it on here so that he can get on to the kind that's actually, you can see, there he is right there, actually getting water. And if he eats all of this stuff down and doesn't have enough of this, I'll just give him some of my fennel from the garden. But what I've done is when I pulled this out of the ground, I put it in this jar and I taped the top of it so that he can't fall into the water. So hopefully this will keep him going for a little while, because look how tiny he is. I mean, see how compared to my finger, him is whittle. And I have a container that I'm turning on its side, and it's a little bit smaller than the one that the monarchs are in. And I'm going to put it in there so it'll catch his poo and I'll be able to clean it out easily. And that's how I like to raise caterpillars. It just makes it easy. Even though this verbena is not blooming right now, I just have to talk about this pot with this Lavilla in it. Don't you love the blue with the blue? I mean, it's just, oh, it just looks so good. And especially backed by the lemon sedum. Oh, I am just really, this thing right here is just making me so happy. In fact, let's get it when you don't have to see the bucket in the background, but loving that. And then this side with the pink verbena blooming in the center. And that is just making me happy. Thank y'all for joining me in my garden today or this evening. I hope that y'all have been having some awesome adventures in your gardens. This is the life. This is it. You know, this is what we wait for all winter. It's finally happening. I can't wait to find out what's happening in your gardens, because I am loving it. I'm loving it so much. Y'all inspire me so much. I'm just like, I gotta get out there. I gotta do this stuff. Oh, but God bless y'all. Y'all have a great week. I'll talk to you later. Bye.